Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. Today I am going to teach Flutter Dart programming tutorial. The fundamental stuff I already covered in my previous videos. Those who are not watched my fundamental of Dart programming, I gave the video description. I gave the link below the video description. You just click on this link and you will be able to learn the basic stuff of Dart programming. This is very essential stuff when you are developing the Flutter app, right? Today also I am going to cover about the fundamental part of Dart. This is very important stuff when you are developing the Flutter app. The fundamental is very important stuff, right? So without wasting time, let me go to the lessons, right? So this is the Dart pad which we provide the online editor. Okay, you just go into the Google and type this one. This is the URL you have to type dartpad.dev. You can get the simple editor look like this. If you click run, it itself you can see the output right on the console. So first I am going to write the things. So I already done this one. I will be explained. Don't worry about it. It's a if statement, right? So here you just click format. It automatically formatted, right? If the code go likewise, it's simple. You can click on this link. It automatically formatted. Very simple. So here, if I show the output, what is the output does here? The number is large number, right? So here, look at this output. Look at this one. Okay, what does this one? Okay, so here let me see. This one should be the main method of the programming, right? So start main method and close main method over here. Inside here, first I have declare one variable which is 5, right? This is the data type, this is the number, this is the variable, this is the value, right? So this 5 can all the value variable 5 num, right? Now here I am going to check if num equal 1 mean, if the number is equal 1 mean, print number is 1, right? If what is the number all here, we are assigning here, we are get it here. This 5 will be equal to 1, print it as number is 1. Okay, the number is 1. Okay, first we have to check the condition, right? If the condition is success, it will be exit the loop. Otherwise, this condition is not true because the 5 is not equal to 1. Okay, so it is not equal. After that, again go to the second line. You can see here else if. Okay, why you are writing the else if part? If you have a more than one condition, you have to write else if, right? So here again I am going to put the another condition. This number equal to 2. If it is equal to 2, or this is the or operator. We have to put the or operator. Why you have put the or operator is here one of the condition is true. Okay, the one of the condition is true. This statement it will be executed, right? If you are use the or operator. If it is AND operator use, all the condition will be true only executed. So or is one. What is at least one condition is true, it will be execute the stuff, right? So here 5 is equal to 2, it is false, or 5 is equal to 3, it is not equal to 3, 5 is not equal to 4, all the condition will be failed, so it will be executed, print number is 2 or 3 or it is not executed, right? After that again I am going to third one, else if 5 is greater than 4. It is true. 5 greater than 4. It is true. Condition will be true. So it will print large. This is the large number. It will print out this is the large number. Okay. If it is not here also true, it will be print out of number is not found. Okay. This is a simple if statement. We have to calculating the statement. That is very simple. This is the number 5. We have to calculating these are the this is called as logical operators. In our last fundamental video, I am not covered about the logical operator, so that I have put into this video, and it will be explained how the logical operator should work, right? In my last tutorial, I hope I taught only the AND operator. What is the AND operator does? In this tutorial, I taught completely OR operator and equal and greater than sign, all the stuff we taught, right? If there is any problem whatever taught today, you just comment it. I will go through your command and I will explain it again. I hope this will be fine so far. Right. Now let's go to the another example. Right. Let me remove the one. Okay. This you just write on your notebook or something else. You just paste in your code in your programming. You try it out. Okay. Right. Now again I am going to do another example. Right. Here this one I am going to here if I paste it and format it, it is formatted like this. Here this is a format, right? So here I am going to initialize three variables, integer variables. These are the values. So here what I am going to find is I am going to find it the maximum number and minimum number. Okay, this maximum number and minimum number I am going to find. Okay, that is my program, right? Here now if you execute it, what is it? It's already there. X, Y, Z. Right, this is not Z, that's the problem. Now it's working, right? Maximum number is C, maximum number is C, sorry, maximum number is not a C, this is a Z. So you are putting Z. Z, this is X, Y, Y, Z. Now you can see the answer. If you look at the answer, maximum number is Z, minimum number is X, right? This is a maximum number is Z. 7 is a maximum number. Minimum number is maximum number is Z. Minimum number is 5. This is the answer will be look at like this. Okay. So here what I did here so far, here simply Z, this is the what is the value you are all in the search. Okay, this is what is the value you are all in the search. The 5 will be passing to here, 2 will be passing to search, 7 will be passing to the Z, right? So here we have a if condition to check out if X greater than Y mean this one greater than Y, the condition is X is greater than Y, condition is true, and X is greater than Z, so that the condition is failed. X is never greater than Z. Z is a maximum value, so this condition is false. Again you are going to check another condition, Y is greater than X, mean Y not greater than X. This is the false, because what is the AND operator does is both condition is true, it will be work. So this all it is not going to catch another one. Okay, if it is true, it's going to go and check here because it's true or false. After again it will check, else print what is the maximum, else maximum number is Z. Okay, so this print is a maximum number is Z. So the maximum number is Z. This print it out, maximum number is Z. Else, right? So the first is correct. Second one, minimum. So you have to check out the minimum number. When you are check the minimum number, X can all the value 5, greater than Y can all the value 2. So X greater than Y mean X, what is the value there? 5. 5 is greater than 2, condition is true, and X 5 is less than Z. So this condition will be true. Maximum number is Z. The maximum number is X. Okay. So here if you look at this condition, Y less than X, Y is less than X, Y less than X, its condition is true. Y less than Z, Y is less than, sorry, Y is greater than Z, the condition is false. Y is never greater than Z, right? Print out, otherwise minimum number is Z, right? So this condition is true. So this is how we have to calculate the minimum number and maximum number. It's very simple condition we have to use to in order to calculate this one. Okay, we have to calculate everything. Okay, minimum, and this is the maximum number your calculation stuff. This is the minimum number calculation stuff. Okay, this is how we have to calculate when the when you are go to the sit of the exam, something they are given like this, okay, and they need to calculate the maximum number and minimum number. So you have to write the condition and condition. You have to and operators you have to use to calculate this stuff. Okay. I hope you are guys you have understood so far. If there are any doubt so far, you can ask me. I hope you don't have any doubt this one. I hope you are clear of stuff so far. Let me go to the another chapter. Right. Let's remove that. Let's get rid of this. Now I am going to go to another one. Right. Now, and this scenario I am going to test. Imagine you have get the format it. Imagine you have get the two the same values. X is equal multiple minimum number. Right here is a minimum here, multiple minimum number. What to do? So multiple minimum number. What to do? Here, right. So if you run the things. Max number is C. Sorry, not C. This one we have to get it. Insert Y Z. Insert Y Z. If you run it, right now here, imagine we have a multiple same number 3 3 3 x equal 3 y equal 3 z equals 7, right. Now first you have to check the condition x greater than y, the x is greater than y, okay, x is not greater than y, okay, because it's equal x and y, and we have to use x is greater than z, x is not greater than z, this condition is false. Let's go and check another if condition, else if. So we have to check more than one condition, so you have to write the else if part. So else if part x equal, x can all the value 3, so x greater than z, x is greater than z, x is not greater than, sorry, y is not greater than x, y is not greater than x, because these two are equal, so this condition also fails. Okay, so after that it go and check another else if z greater than x, it is condition is true, and z greater than y, these both condition are true, so it print out the value maximum number is z. Okay, this is a maximum number z. This both condition are true, maximum number is z, right. This how we have calculated the maximum number. After the minimum number, as we have 3, okay, both I have a 3 same number, so here we have calculated it. This is a minimum number calculation part. So here if x greater than y, so x is greater than y, this, so it is not greater than y, condition false. Go here, y less than x, this condition true or false. After that x, sorry, z less than x, this condition also false. So here print out you have multiple minimum number, so here the minimum number should be multiple, so that this is the condition we are used to calculate the multiple minimum number like this. Okay, you have a multiple minimum number. Okay, this is how we have to calculate this one. Okay, it's very simple. Now you can get the answer. If we have changed this one, you can get the answer here. Okay, this is the things we have to do. Minimum number is 3, right? Very simple. Here if you have any question or anything else, you can ask me anytime. This is very important stuff when you are writing the exam or somewhere else. This all the program, if you are learn Java or C# or PHP, every program, this is the must. Okay, when you sit for the exam, they frequently ask the question like this. Okay, so you must learn this is stuff before sit for the exam or something else. This is very important stuff. Okay, right. Now let's move into the another chapter. Let's remove it off. Right. Here I am going to calculate the right. So here auto formatted. Right. Now here what I did here is I have a result, right? Result, I am going to check it. If the result is greater than, if the result is greater than 75, result will be A. If the result is greater than 65, result will be B. If the result is greater than 55, result will be D. Otherwise, it will be result will be fail. This is the condition. Based on the condition, we have to calculate the program. Right. Now here, first I am going to write this is result. I am going to just I put it as 73.5. So it is a double, data type double. So first condition is if this result, what the result is odd here, greater than or equal. If it is greater than or equal 75, print out the result is A. Else if you are write the else if part, not as else if you are written the else if part, result greater than 75 and we have used AND operator, result is greater than or equal into 65. If it is a greater than or equal into 5, if it is a greater than only you are putting, it is not calculated. If we have put 65, it is calculated as 64 only, it will be working, right? If you put it equal, it is get it as 65. Okay, if this condition is true, because we are assigning here 73, it is between this range of this 75. This is the range between 75 between 65, but the range is this, so it's execute the statement of result is B, and again I am going to check result. This result is less than 55, it is false, so it is not working, only working here, right? The result is the result is less than 75. Okay, it's true. It's a less than 75 and result is greater than or equal to 65. It's a greater than or equal to 65. So the condition is true. That is print out result is B. So you can see here. If it is put it as 33, imagine we have put it at 73 as a result. You can see the result is your result is same, because result 33 means it below 35. 33 is below 35. 33. So 33. So the result display as result is same. This is how the programming works. This is very important stuff. You must study these statements before you sit for the exam. This is very must. Okay. Right. Now let's remove the stuff. Now let's go to the another program. This is single line statement. This is single line if statement. Okay, this is single line if statement, right? So far we have do multiple line statement of the if condition. Here is a single line statement. We are putting the question mark over here. Here I imagine int num equal 8. The number can all the value 8. Number, what is the value 8 greater than 5. Greater than 5, the condition is true, then print it out. If it is a question mark, it is printed out, number is large. Otherwise, if you are else, you have to put like this. If you have to put like this, else you have to put else, you have to write number is small. Right? Very simple. Okay, it's very simple. Right? If you are run it, number is large. Okay, it is working perfectly well. Right? This is how we have calculated the single statement. Single if statement. This is how we have to write question mark and we have to this one. Okay. Simple one, right? Again, I am going to write another thing is telephone number. We have to calculate the another program. This all the formatted, right? Now here we have to calculate like this. What's the thing? Wrong, something wrong, right? We run it. Bad number, right? So here you have test out the telephone number, right? Telephone number only the 9 characters are there. So we have to write the length, telephone number dot length. This telephone number is a variable, you are getting it here, dot length equal included 10. If it should be the 10, the number should be length of 10. Only 9s are there. So here, if the print correct number, otherwise print bad number. So here all the only the value 9 only available. 1 to 1 starting from 1 m to 9. So it is consists of only 9 values. So here it is printed out the bad number. Okay, if it is a 10, it is the correct number. So here what is our condition? Telephone number dot length equal 10. If the length should be 10 only, it will be correct number, otherwise bad number. Right? It will be generate the output as bad number. Right? This is simple stuff you have to write. Okay. another program. I hope guys you have understood so far of the single line if statement. Let's go through another part. This is the multiple if condition formatted or the formatted correctly. What is the error here? Break. The problem is this. Right. The problem is this. What's the error again? Why? Okay. You have to go through the error. What is the error you are display? Okay, right. This is banana. Right. Now I am going to in your earlier program you have learned what is switch does. Okay. Here switch and case statement out the example, right? You have to declaring the variable fruit. This is the variable name fruit. I have declared the value banana, variable string. So we have to check the which case will be matching to banana. Okay, under the which case should be matched with the banana. So this banana, this fruit will be all the value banana. So we have to put into the switch over here. Now the case is banana. So we have to go through here. First case it will check whether banana is supported here. First case is the bananas are there. So it will execute this one. Okay, if you have put it to the mango here, what happen? If it is executed, what happen is, now it's banana, mangoes there. So here what happen is, go here, it check first first case it will check. So banana is not there. It goes to the second one, apple. Now here also banana is not there. Sorry, mango is not there. Go here, third case mango is matched. It is exited, right? If the mango is starting for the first case, it is exit from. It's a break. It's a break and exit. It never go and check the second. Never go and check the second case handle. Okay, if it is the first case is supported, it will be break and get it out from it. Okay, it's never going to check here. If the none of these correct, it is execute as here. If you are right ABC, it is not a fruit. Okay, here this is not a fruit. It will display this is not a fruit. Okay, if none of these condition is above is not correct, it is execute as a default one as a this is not a fruit. Okay, this is how it will be work. Okay, this is the dartpad. Okay, this is the dartpad I am going to use. So this is the Flutter. This is the basic stuff I taught so far. If you have any doubt on this what I taught so far, you can ask me anytime. If you like my channel, please subscribe me, like me. Thank you for watching.